Don't say it.
I'm gonna do this in Italian gibberish so that I can still go up on YouTube.
Biangle. My name is Evan. Bullies, you call me beautiful?
By accident.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because
I looked in your eyes as I said it.
Yeah, you kind of look like a little snail.
Oh, the old way.
Well, time to get some Z's. I got some sad news, actually. I caught Jamie working for a new podcast, eh?
No way.
Yeah. Passing out shots on Drink Champs.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Well.
Falling apart at the seams here.
Well wishes, I guess. You know, don't want to be that sourpuss.
And another thing that I haven't brought up to the producers yet, but the only way I could watch 8.5 was my first rental. I haven't had to rent a movie in this whole our whole podcast career, so I'm gonna have to pass that in.
Invoice that shit.
Hope they don't get mad at me.
I saw that was legit, unless you mocked it up real well.
I don't got time for that.
Did you shop around to see which service?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was the cheapest.
Nice. You don't have a library card? And
only guys with beards, long hair, and glasses have library cards.
Dorks.
Yeah, fucking Neil Mortons of the world. But yeah, could have went to Google Play for the same price.
Yeah,
but
didn't want to support
YouTube. Yeah, we're not on Google Play. We're here on YubTub. So
yeah, you see them cigarettes out in the harbor, and you don't think of supporting the Goog?
No.
Know what I'm talking about?
No.
Those big pipes on the boat you didn't catch.
Oh, you like that?
For the windmills or whatever? You didn't see them boats? The Google boats?
No. I wasn't downtown that day.
Dang. They're still there, probably.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's been a week or two.
You never know what's in your own backyard, eh?
Give it a Goog. Sorry, I don't know why we got off on that.
Well, that's good. That's good. Just got through some trailers.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
You get things started with a couple of trailers from...
Cleopatra looked great, didn't it? Didn't she?
Holy shit. For 63?
Yeah. That shit was in 4K.
Yeah. I had to double check to make sure it was in color when it started.
Yeah. When we go back to real time, it'll be its 50th anniversary. Think of that.
Yeah. It looks like a beaut. Was it on the 100 Warner collection? Might have been.
Yeah, I feel it might have been.
Might have been up in there.
Production value. Like there's like
looked expensive.
The sets in there, yeah, exactly.
A lot of people, and those were real.
Yeah, the most greatest romance of all time. It says.
Yeah, well,
I believe it.
Yeah, so long ago too. It's like Jimi Hendrix. There's never been a guitarist as good since, eh?
I'd hate to be the Sonny of that relationship, though.
Yeah, it's probably Ra, though. Sun god.
But what's Cleopatra's boo? Lesser half there.
Julius Caesar or something? Who'd she go out with?
I don't think it's... It's someone like that.
Moses?
I'm like Spartacus. So like,
Alexander the Great?
They don't tell you.
Was he local?
Guess we're going to have to go catch that flick.
Yeah, is Cleopatra in the Bible or something? Where the hell did she even come from?
Because as soon as I said Apollo, I'm like, oh, she's not Greek. I was thinking Aphrodite, you know what I mean? So
holy shit.
She's in like the Julius Caesars and stuff like that. It's not because Julius Caesar isn't mythology.
He's real?
I think so.
That's pretty cool. I saw a
Cleopatra's... Sorry, man.
No, this is just kind of goes with the Egypt or whatever.
Desert woman, yeah.
Yeah. I saw this thing, Desert Woman. Is that not? You can't say Desert Woman?
I don't know.
It's the new lane.
It's the first time I ever did, and it didn't feel 100% right.
Oh God. But letters. I saw a video on how all the letters came about.
Yeah.
About. Holy.
How American.
Did that come out?
How American.
About.
Yeah.
About, yeah, how letters came. And like A, I'll just give you a little hint here. What do you think A came from? Because you can go back through hieroglyphics, you know. This is through
what
the
did A come from?
Yeah, what do you think A is?
A picture of a pyramid?
Not a bad
picture of a mountain?
It's like a freaking...
Got the snow?
It's an elk or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you flip it upside down with the horns.
Kind of looks like a petite.
Yeah, that's
a petite escargot.
Yeah, it's the other way around now, but it was before. Those are like the horns of the
Satan.
Yeah, might as well have been.
Satan created the alphabet.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And that's just one of 27. At least there might be a couple other letters that don't get used anymore.
Oh, I bet there is.
That's real thorn in your ass.
Yeah. Well, the Greek alphabet, some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. Epsilon.
The Alpha Megas.
Yeah. It talked about a little bit into that too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's not that dissimilar when you really break it down to where it all came from.
Yeah. I don't know how to make a great escape from this conversation.
Yeah.
But we watched that trailer.
But we'll just say Bye Bye Birdie.
Did that one come first?
It did, yeah.
Okay, so let's say hello to Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the League of Their Own of the music industry, is it not?
I gotta say, this is the closest I've ever gotten to getting the joke.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, it is the word.
Oh, and they had a real good Ed Sullivan look-alike.
That is true.
Was my first impression.
Yeah.
But then I realized that it's the real
Future
thing.
baby?
It's the real guy, probably.
Maybe.
Say probably, because even now I'm suspicious.
Oh.
Okay, Great Escape.
But very... when did Wayside Story come out?
I think that was in 56.
Seemed like it had some of that. You know...
Ready to Rumble?
Breaks off into song a lot. Like it's a musical. Kind of greasy. You know what I mean? But...
When did West Side Story come out?
Yeah. Since we don't have Jamie anymore, we have to go to Siri. Are we allowed to say Siri online?
When did West Side Story come out? What the hell? Let It Go came up.
Okay.
James,
Great Escape.
James Bay. James Bay. You have to go over James Bay when you escape?
Michael's cousin.
Or is that just Alcatraz?
Man, they had a lot of stuntmen in this one. Bikes. Well, they must have had a great contract with Honda or something. Everyone's flying off bikes in this movie. Going over jumps, skitting into the camera.
Mm-hmm. Motorbikes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this isn't Turbo Kid.
Yeah.
This is The Great Escape. Steve McQueen.
It looks like Great Escape is just a one-trick pony.
I would love...
Just everyone's playing Jump the Motorbikes all day long.
Yeah. I wonder what his stuntman's name was. Steve McQueen's.
Something you might see at the edge of the water or the world.
Or is he more like the original Tom Cruise? Does it all himself.
The original Tom Cruise. Yeah, just saw a little bit of that last night.
It's kind of more of an insult to Steve McQueen, I guess. But how was that movie?
You know, it was really busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. And you know what is actually really interesting is like everything is just so out of hand. Like it's really up to date now with technology and stuff.
Yeah.
And it is really trying to make them missions impossible. Because now you can't even trust what you're seeing, basically, with the way technology's advanced in AI and stuff. Man, the double crossing in this, you know.
Yeah.
By the end, it's just everyone's a computer.
Yeah, I lost so much interest in those movies. Like, I was really invested until around this time Minority Report came out. And then I feel like I didn't watch any Mission Impossible since.
Yeah.
The last Mission Impossible I remember is the one with the...
Is that irony? I don't know what that is. You, like, start accusing them of future crimes. You, like, pre-crimes or whatever. Yeah. Not even checking them out, but you've already dismissed them.
Oh, yeah. Well,
convicted them on all charges.
Yeah, and I'm not into Tom Cruise in general, really.
Yeah.
But he's an alumni. Tired Masterminds alumni, nonetheless. What was the other one we watched? The Smash. The man... X. The man with the X-ray eyes.
Is that what it's called? I didn't catch the name. It's just a bunch of X.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
Oh.
That'd be a fun watch.
But The Great Escape. We forgot to mention one of the greatest lines from that trailer.
Oh, yeah. Putting all their eggs in a barbed wire basket.
From a barbed wire camp.
To a barbed wire country. Had Macho Man Randy Savage on the narrations there. Yeah, X. Man with the X-ray eyes.
Man.
So practical, just, eye drops.
I know. At first, I was paying too close attention. I was like, that's a really good way to get around not having to do the eye drops right in. To cut to the thing above it. Yeah. Because everybody winces hard for some people.
Oh, yeah.
But then they went back to it, and he seemed to be having a time with going splash happy with it. Really wanted them eyes greased up for what he was about to do.
And so much color in 63.
Yeah. Yeah.
What were we doing spending so much time in black and white?
Fucking garbaged out on it. But to be fair, X was filmed in Spectorama.
Yeah,
is Spectorama still around? Is that big? Was that Oppenheimer in Spectorama?
Well, I think this was...
Maybe Barbie is pretty bright.
Oh, and this was pre-Space Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Precedes it by 5 years.
Yeah. Got a fucking nickel on it.
On the year dates.
Yeah. Maybe we just... I wonder if Kubrick was watching... X here.
Oh, watch your tongue.
X is already an alumni.
A Silver Globe winner?
Yeah, Silver Globes. Where the fuck have you been my whole life? Man, I'd even take a bronzy.
Yeah, heck yeah. Fucking Rusco.
Yeah.
And there was a great push out the window that was in the trailer.
Who knew that you get X-ray vision and superhuman strength?
Yeah. And the naked people.
That was kind of like an oops, too.
Naked people were just the bonus, though.
I know, yeah. You get to see a back.
Yeah.
And that wasn't just a backless dress. That was a frontless back.
Yeah, just looking ahead, just sees the lady. Pans to the left.
I know.
A group of people.
Yeah.
Including, you got to take it all once you turn it on.
Some swingers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it got more and more intense because then you start seeing body parts and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's looking right at the mams.
Yeah, he's like, intestines are thicker.
Yeah.
What's that, like a 2-watt?
But yeah, that was funny. Obviously, the doctor was trying to give him the antidote. And he was like, no, fuck you. Yeah. Give him a little nudge. Like,
yeah.
Flew out the rear window.
Yeah, you can see a nip without the X-ray vision, but not vice versa.
So out of all those movies, this is the one that I'd probably want to watch the most.
I know. Fucking got me right revved up.
Yeah. Some honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I'll throw out there.
Hit her.
Lord of the Flies.
No way. A William Golding masterpiece turned into... Did that movie really come out in 63?
Yeah.
Jesus, hell, I felt like it was like 80s or something.
Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. Some of these I just like the name.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that.
The Birds. Lots of birding going on in 63.
You know my only connection
Hitchcock?
with The Birds?
What's that?
Is one time when I was younger, I asked my dad if any movies scared him. He was like, yeah, The Birds scared me.
Yeah.
That's the only... He's like, saw it when I was a kid, scared me. Don't like birds like that.
Doesn't like phone booths either anymore.
Is there a phone booth in Birds?
Oh yeah, well that's like the Alfred Hitchcock, how he allegedly took the knife and started going at her in Psycho to get a good reaction.
Yeah.
He said that it was going to be a fake bird thrown in a phone booth with her, but he actually threw a real bird, so it's a real genuine reaction, and she stopped acting. Like similar to what's her name from The Shining, just like had a mental break and was like, I got to take a step away from this.
So you're saying it's not that stupid to be scared of birds?
No, well, especially if you're acting in it.
Yeah.
I don't know about watching it.
All right.
Got your back, Andy.
Nice. Fucking a duly supported phobia.
What about It's a Mad
Keep going.
World?
I watched it, I want to say 2 years ago. But it was hilarious.
Oh, yeah?
It was like Wacky Races. You remember that show? So anyway, they're all trying to chase after this thing, going nuts, driving, and, like Amazing Race style.
Okay.
After this thing.
Like Rat Race.
And one of the funniest endings of all time.
Okay, I might have to check it out.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it because it took me off guard, and it's just I'll just give you a little cliffhanger for it. So like tons of people are all wounded somewhere, and they're all losers pretty much, and then somebody walks in the room, and what happens finishes the movie.
All right. Have you ever seen Black Sabbath?
No.
The movie?
Yeah, but imagine walking by a marquee in Birmingham, fucking England, and seeing that up there. You're about to go to band practice and start your new doom band. What do you think you'd call it?
Boris Karloff.
Nice.
But yeah, Boris Karloff did the movie Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's 3 films in one.
Oh. Yeah. Medley.
So that'd be kind of cool.
Fuck yeah.
Boris Karloff was a big draw back then. He had his hands in everything.
Mm-hmm. Like Rat Salad.
That genre. He was the face of the genre.
Mm-hmm. Vincent Price as well.
Yeah.
Is he a big one?
Yeah.
There's another dude. Chalmers. No. You know who I'm talking about.
Hitchcock?
Nah. Shit.
Boris Karloff.
Sucks that I don't have his name right off the thing, but it'll probably pop into my head at some point.
King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh yeah, I probably saw that on VHS one time. Yeah. Pretty unremarkable, probably. I remember being so excited to watch them, and then there was just like long spans of suckiness in the movie that were just Dullsville.
I loved the remake or whatever you want to call it, the new one
where they go into the flipped
Hollow
world.
Earth. crazy.
It was a spectacle, eh?
I know.
I loved that too. I was very, very entertained by that.
Yeah. And they're just getting, like, Kong Skull Island was amazing. But the Godzilla ones weren't quite hitting. It was just too much humans. Like, they actually got it right. So it's, like, just straight up monsters.
Yeah.
Like, there was a couple side characters. But, like, they're not... The monsters always were the side characters. This time, you know, they're at the forefront. And I can't wait for King Kong versus Godzilla 2 coming out. They put out that little teaser with the orangutan.
No way. I didn't see it.
So he's got glowing eyes. So it's probably like he has Godzilla powers. He's orangutan. You know he's gonna pull this one on Kong. Be like, you can't reach me. And
oh yeah. Yeah, his little arms.
Yeah. But I hope it's a fake out. I hope it is a fake out that, like, this is the villain for the start, like the first portion of the movie, and then someone else comes in at the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't completely agree with just putting out the villain.
Has Mothra and stuff already been out in them? Or am I just dreaming?
Mothra was in Godzilla. Because Godzilla showed off a lot of monsters, because they were going all around, like the one with King Ghidorah.
Mecha? He been in it?
Mecha was in King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
And that's a continuation of King Ghidorah was in Godzilla around the same time that then Kong Skull Island came out. Mm-hmm. And then they brought it together.
Yeah. Kaijus.
Yeah. But I really liked how they used, like, they went to Japan.
Right.
And they had all the lights and they really jazzed that up. Like, it's such a great film. Yeah. I actually watched it at a bachelor party recently.
Oh.
Yeah. It's wild.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Monster
it.
comes out.
Now we're at 8.5.
Yeah. A Criterion favorite baby?
Number 1 on the list.
Yeah. And you know what? That convinced me that it was on the top 250 on IMDb.
We've been hot potatoing this for a while.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah. It's a lot of number ones to ignore. And also brought to you here by Cinema Forever. Thought that was a great little...
Wonder if they're still around.
10-15 seconds.
Think they're still around?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah. Putting out lots of great stuff still.
Always will be?
Yeah.
Fellini. Can't say I know much about Fellini.
Well, there's a couple things that... Well, let's just... talk about Fellini during the first opening scene here. Yeah. Or let's try and, in a sentence or two, explain this movie. Right. What we're about to see.
Okay, what do you got?
I was hoping you'd go first.
No, let's hear your log line.
Producer? No, director.
Yeah.
He's a director.
Yeah.
He's like... goes to a spa or something at a hotel, and everybody is always bugging him, and he's trying to make a movie. He's kind of in pre-production or figure out his next idea, and he's got a couple women on the go. What do you think about that? Is that good?
Because he wrote this film too.
Fellini.
No, the character that he's working on.
Yo, yes. He's got writer's block.
So it's like a writer-director that's, you know, he's at a claim to fame too. Like, he's a well-off, well-known director.
He's got a little bit of a go.
People say that he's famous.
Yeah.
But is using his next production to deal with a lot of his... You know, a up-and-coming, we'll say, because I don't know if he's, like, the it guy or anything like that, but a writer-director using his next production to help deal with all his own problems.
Yeah, he's 43.
Yeah. He's putting his whole life into this project.
Yeah.
Which can lead you down a dark hole.
Yeah, he's really of a certain age.
Yeah. So we're getting into the show?
Well, I think we need to get past the very first scene to really talk about this movie.
I'm pretty sure, this scene seems so familiar to me that I think there's some...
We might have watched the first minute when it was under consideration.
Maybe that, or seeing it in film school, or
a clip of it in something.
There's something that I was watching that referenced 8.5, and I can't remember if it showed any of it. But the first scene.
Wording.
What?
Nothing.
What did I say?
8.5. Don't know if they showed any of it. Sounds like a ripoff.
Yeah. Didn't show all of it. But, I can't remember if I saw the first inch in, a documentary or something like that. Probably that city, or...
The Cutting Edge?
No, what's the cinematography?
Light?
Sound of Light.
Sound of Light?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
I know what you're talking about.
The Look of Thunder kind of shit. But, I remember seeing this scene before for sure. But what do you think of that? Hot take. First shot, I was in traffic all day, so I was don't get me fucking started. Pandemonium.
There's a heck of a lot going on in this itsy bitsy inch. And camera is stuck in gridlock here. This guy, his car is... Maybe something happens before gas is out on him, but it's just the camera's looking around rear window style for a while from this guy's car.
Yeah, very Victorian.
Yeah, and people just staring, doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he makes it, because he seems to, after a little bit of fighting with that door...
Oh, he gets out.
He seems to float right off to heaven or something.
Yeah.
This man's hitting clouds.
It was like Bizarro World, Latham, Massachusetts, the way that everyone was just watching this guy in harm's way. And
they'd all go to jail.
Yeah. But that'd be quite the season finale. Everyone in the whole town getting arrested.
Mm-hmm. And it's super well orchestrated.
Yeah.
And
first he's kind of skidding on the top of the cars.
Yeah.
He didn't know if it was going to turn into a dance number or something like that.
Yeah, and those floating scenes are kind of big back in the day.
Yeah.
Must have been a cool way to go about doing it or something.
Yeah. And
pull out the float rig.
Early on in the film, you keep going back to this scene and wondering, is this part of the film that's being made? Is this, where is this fitting into all this?
Yeah, because right after, it cuts to...
Why don't you just tell me what it cuts to?
Some dude on a beach, right?
Oh, what about the arms? What about the people in the bus in that scene? Did you notice that?
I don't know.
That everyone's staring at him, and then there's this bus, and for some reason, everyone's standing up, and it's just their arms. You don't even see the faces. It's just arms hanging out the window.
Yeah. It's like dollies by the arms.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah. That really threw me off. It was this seems like a Italian racer head at this point.
Yeah, there was a couple spots where I wondered if it was something that might have inspired David Lynch, just to be a little more grotesque with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But right off the hop, the thing that it cuts to once it's done this scene, because it never, much like The Lobster, it doesn't really go back to this scene or anything to tie it back into anything.
Yeah.
Other than that this dude is a dreamer.
Yeah.
Seems. Daydreams, night dreams, all that stuff.
Yeah, because then it cuts to the even more obscure shot. This little bit of avant-garde as the guy with the rope. This aerial view of a guy with a rope that's attached to a foot.
That's right.
I could only assume is the cameraman's foot, unless they had a double.
A double. Yeah, he's like, the man is a kite.
Essentially.
Yeah. And the camera's up there.
Seems like the title.
How impressive is that? Super weird, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
And
you gotta think about it. And that's what's good is that it actually stays there long enough, just long enough, that you start to question how they did it, and then it cuts off. Mm-hmm. But it very tactical, even in the editing.
I know. Right away, you're seeing some interesting things that you don't see a lot in today's cinema.
Yeah,
right off the hop. And there's a few weird things. He's got these futuristic glasses, it seems like.
Yeah.
Almost in that way where the girl had the pixie cut and Breathless, and that was super modern, the feel that it gave him.
Yeah.
And he's looking to do a space epic.
Yeah, space romance.
Yeah, science fiction.
Yeah.
Just a quick little nod to it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
But he's waking up on a beach, this kite.
Yeah.
And that fall towards the water.
Yeah.
Super weird. How would you describe that shot? Is that the one you were saying that just cuts off?
It cuts to that.
Yeah.
At first it's him with the guy with the rope looking up, aerial view, and then it cuts to him going into the beach, going into the water.
Yeah, it was super weird.
A flail.
Mm-hmm. And this is the first time that...
Kind of like when a kite, gets lost in the wind.
Yeah.
Or doesn't have any wind.
And it's only now that you start to realize that once people start talking, that this is also one of those Fellini movies that he just made them say gibberish on set.
Yeah, because it's dubbed.
And I was really pondering that idea. What do the Italians think that it's in another language originally?
Yeah, exactly.
Because they gotta watch it in dub.
Yeah. Well, they even did the same thing with spaghetti westerns, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it was super common.
Yeah.
Put it in post. All the words. And right away I'm looking and these shots are close up, because when I think about doing that kind of thing, you don't want to show faces and mouths moving as much as possible. I don't know, maybe it's just harder.
Oh, fuck. Something's going on with the fucking nasal. Alright, go on.
I know it must be, I think it must be harder to spot Italian mouth moving than it is if it was English.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can always spot when somebody mouths fuck or something in a movie. So, the more I think about reading lips.
Helps when you just don't know what the hell they're saying. Mm-hmm. And then
I'll do it.
I know what you're saying, because when you're watching a movie with English dub, you can say, well, they didn't say that word. Mm-hmm. But, when you're watching a language that you don't know, and, they're moving their mouths so foreign that you're just kind of you don't even, you don't even look. Yeah, exactly. You don't even give it a second glance, really. Mm-hmm. But there's a couple times where you're like, oh. Okay.
You turn it off.
Yeah.
Like a light switch. Now we're starting to meet a couple people. Sees an old friend in the garden.
A lot of people.
Yeah. They start flooding in pretty quick here. Mario?
No, but first time, doesn't it cut to...
I don't know.
He's kind of there with the doctors.
Oh, yeah, he's got a liver problem.
Yeah, before you see him, he's getting all checked out.
Yeah, he's got to go to the spa
Yeah.
to help with his liver problem.
Yeah,
Excess drinking.
Yeah. You're not wrong, though, because you do meet the first character, the writer.
Oh.
Comes in, asks if, do you mind if I smoke? While these doctors are checking him out and he's coughing, they're checking his cough and stuff like that. Do you mind if I smoke?
Yeah, he's like an inch away from him, examining him.
Yeah, and then like turns away from everyone and just kind of looks like a painting there for a second, as Buddy's coughing in the background already. And that question hits so different after watching the kids in the hall come back, when the doctor played by Dave Foley. He's like, do you mind if I smoke? It's like two parents about to have a baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did see that, yeah.
Yeah, and then he lights it. Why'd you ask me if I mind if you're just going to light it? I was just curious on how you feel about it. And he totally does this here, because I don't even think Buddy answers. Maybe it's an off-camera nod or something. He just lights it up. And then when you finally see our main character for the first time, he's walking out of the room, and the writer fucking blows it out right at him. Yeah. Makes him walk through it.
Spite.
Yeah. Already this guy's kind of rubbing me the wrong way.
Oh. Some bad genie.
And then, gets real unorganized at this point.
Oh.
Flying through the masses, the unwashed masses. And you don't even know your main character enough right now, that you're just dying to, I just need someone to pay attention to. You're showing me so many people. There's,
you're kind of looking at him a little bit, and you're like, he's got a little bit of a Jeff Goldblum vibe.
Does have, he's his daddy for sure.
Yeah.
And, they prescribe him holy water. Forgot to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Only 300 mils, though. You don't want to overdose on that stuff.
That's true. That's almost back when they used to have everything as poison.
Yeah.
And then the dosage was to don't exceed this amount.
Yeah, exactly. And that's actually the first little touch of religion will save you.
Did you ever see those bottles that were like covered in spikes?
No. Love to.
Yeah. Not like sharp spikes. Yeah. But they were made that way so that if you picked it up, you would know that there was like potentially poison in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, there was a lot of that in this film. The kind of religion might save you.
Mm-hmm.
And prescribing holy water was the first little look into that theme.
A spa day might also save you.
Blowing smoke. What's that score that they play? Isn't that Lord of the Flies?
It's like Ride of the Valkyries, or I was looking up the score actually. I got it right here. Yeah. I wanted it up because
clearly this is where Enzo's origin comes from.
Yeah, it's one of those problems where like every song is from something.
They played two songs though. That one is the one you're thinking of. Ding, 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 ding. But before that,
the D Walker. No, that's apparently that's the album that Dick Wagner put the Ride of the Valkyries. But there's the Overture from the Barber of Seville.
Yeah,
that's one in there. There's a thing from the Nutcracker in there.
Yeah,
but I imagine that's a little bit later on. But there's also some Chopin. Like, I don't know, like, they're all probably super iconic.
Yeah.
Ride of the Valkyries. Was it the one from, was Apocalypse Now? Or... Dun, dun.
Yeah, because I'm getting them confused. Because what's the one that's, like, Enzo's coming? Yeah. The Edward Scissorhands. He making me cry.
Oh, that's got to be the Barber of Seville.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously.
So the other one is the Valkyrie one. Yeah.
Oh, Pete's hair. That's a good pickup.
Look at that.
Bastard.
Yeah. He making me cry.
That's a good spot.
And first extra you see just staring right into the fucking camera.
Yeah, that was weird.
Fucking Gladys. And I was just like, come on, give me someone to actually follow.
Yeah,
there's so many fucking people.
You need an anchor.
Friar fucking Gene there, Tuck's brother.
Hmm.
You're like, does that guy have anything to do with this? Nope.
The butcher of the names. Then Mario in the garden.
Yeah.
Looking like he's got a busted ass back, and then fucking shoots up and shows he's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
Got a brand new gal.
Yeah.
Ditched his wife of 31 years for someone 30 years his junior.
Yeah. Mezzabota.
Yeah. American wannabe actress.
Because...
Nice bob haircut. Or pixie cut. I better not try and say haircut names.
But there is a... I thought there's something to do... I thought maybe he had X-ray eyes.
Oh.
Because at one point when he's in line to get a glass of water, he sees what he thinks may be Claudia, but it's not.
That's one of them deceptive daydreams that he keeps spotting into, right?
Yeah, he's just a run-of-the-mill water wench.
Yeah, he's just catching little bits of inspiration. You might see like little pops of where he's getting some ideas out of.
Yeah, I thought he had X-ray eyes though. I was excited.
Yeah, well, throw some holy water on it if you get too exercised.
And this guy has, Jeff Goldblum vibes. Kind of reminded me of George Clooney's dad, Wayne Clooney.
Yeah, so handsome.
And he talks to the writer again. The writer really wants to talk to him, and he hands him some notes. He's like, these are my notes, and I doubt they'll help. And then he's reading them and throws them away, but goes back for them.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, are they not helpful, or are they too helpful that it hurts? Because this guy's writing something so close to home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't want to hear the realities of this.
Yeah, and this guy catches some harsh realities in this thing.
Yeah.
So with the girlfriend.
Yeah, Mezzabota is a player. Engaged. Mm-hmm. He's not even divorced yet, and he's already engaged.
It's fine. Whatever.
60s, baby.
Yeah, but she's all in black.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that a lot in this movie. This contrast between black and white. Like, if you show somebody up against the ocean, the sky, all that shows up white.
Yeah.
But they always got the main event in black. Like, it almost creates everything in, like, a silhouette.
Mm. Yeah, and that's brilliant. Because you got to kind of play with that when it's black and white. Mm. You work with the...
Really skipping the whole middle of the grayscale for a while.
Yeah. But all the characters that you don't really want to be noticed in a black and white film would just be wearing these lighter shades, so they don't stand out as much, where the black really creates the contrast and would draw your eye to that character.
Yeah, and this motherfucker knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And shows it very much... like he's waiting for an actress to arrive. Like, I was kind of confused here. I thought this was like...
Go on.
Space invader.
Yeah.
I thought it was...
It seemed dystopic right after watching Lobsters. Like, you're trying to get a feel for this... universe that they're in. Like, where is it? Just like a normal... It seems like a really odd place,
right?
You know what I mean?
And it seemed like pre-production, like he's waiting for people to arrive.
Yeah.
But upon further inspection, I think it's mostly like interruptions to his process.
Yeah.
Like they're not really in pre-production yet. It's just everyone's got all these questions.
Well, it's like been halted or something, because that's another thing that, I picked up on as well, is that you wouldn't have all these people around already if you were just writing the film.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in pre-production, you're not, they got wardrobe later on, they got set design, they got all these guys that are already physically, doing their part, and it seems like, the main guy's coming up short at every aspect.
Yeah. But he is kind of like, he's got some suaveness to him until this scene, which is super cool, the way they shot the train thing.
Loved it. She's not here.
That dolly over after that to the slow train stopping, and it takes off to reveal her. Poof.
Yeah, I loved that reveal.
Yeah. And I thought it was his wife at first.
You don't really know? But she packs more than the gladiators do, doesn't she?
Not in the eyebrow department.
5 trailers, that girl.
Yeah. A lot of luggage.
Yeah.
A lot of baggage.
Yeah, her eyebrows not slutty enough.
But he's like a little less cool here. This is why I thought it was his wife. Because he starts to like flip into a different mode a little more subservient. Yeah. His rad sunglasses are kind of gone in that moment. Switched to like a more, these spectacles here, more reminiscent, a little more nerdy.
Well, he's got Sculpt on the mind.
A
little sweet honey bun in there.
Yeah, that is true.
That's very subtle how they, there's a potential that she's a baby mama to be.
Maybe. But,
I like her. She's always so worried about people being happy. And she even puts them on the happy meter. Like, how happy are you that I'm here? Really happy? A little happy? Smells great in here. Love this place.
Mm-hmm. And, he hangs out with her.
Does a little swindle, though.
Yeah.
Did you notice that duo-da? Oh, you did do it to me.
Yeah. Get it all wrong, pal.
Hope that's not coming over that side of the table. All that eggplant calzone.
Sounds like a stinker. I hope I don't smell it either. So he's going to hang with her. Mayshag.
Oh, yeah. Throws him on the happy meter, then instantly a quick fucking throws a punch at him. Yeah. And this girl's just got a lot of character, and she's bubbly, and you can see what may have wooed him.
She's larger than life, darling. Yeah.
But you see a little bit of his swindling, because it seems like a lot of people are staying at one spot,
and he's staying at.
She got him to stay at she's staying at a different hotel that he's got a room at too.
Yeah.
So there's some sneakiness going on.
Yeah, easy access, trying to stay away from all the masses that are all really caught up in the excitement of the film. He's meeting people left and right, columnists, they're asking him about his love life.
So she tells this story about this dream that she had where they got killed by someone with a broom. And did they ever say who it was? Like, he says who, and she's like, you and me. But I think he asked, like, who was the person that did it?
Yeah.
And it's never answered.
I thought it was her husband, who she's trying to get a job for him.
Okay, yeah, you're right. She's married too.
Yeah, he's gonna be so mad.
Fucking 60s, baby.
Rad.
And she's even like, this is such a nice lamp.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have a lamp like this. She's just like,
she's feeling it.
A product of the 60s through and through.
Yeah.
But those eyebrows that he gives her.
Yeah.
He's in makeup like I'm in hair.
Yeah, he's into, he's got eyebrows like that. Spock?
I have no clue. Every single villain in animation.
Dick Dastard leader.
And like, I didn't even see it at first because like I'm watching the curve of her and I'm just picturing that he's gonna thicken it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and then it's like he's doing the makeup and they hit a bump or something. But she didn't give a
pothole
care in the world. She thought it was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta pave that mile. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they had the washing the wall transition. That was strange, eh?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Mammy's in the room, washing a wall from like 3 feet away. And then it just cuts into this dream.
Yeah, it's very surreal.
And you meet Mom and Pop.
I guess maybe that's like the hint that you're headed into a dream. Is something's... They did a good... Something's not quite right in these dream sequences.
Yeah. Yeah, they do a great job of having that. The whole movie's kind of filmed like a dream, but they do offset these particular scenes for sure.
Inspiration can come anywhere, and it does.
Such crazy locations for these dreams. Just like all this concrete and rubble everywhere.
Yeah. And
you meet the mom and the dad. The dad almost instantly says how much he loves his wife. And then they're having a conversation about just like where he's at in life. And then he lowers his dad into the ground. So signifying that, his parents have passed. But, you can't be in this heaven. It's a dream. So he is putting the words in the father's mouth. He knows how much his parents loved his wife. But his parents are gone. There's a lot of gray area in this black and white marriage, it seems. Mm-hmm. And then the wife shows up in the dream. And then he disappears, leaving her there. Leaving her in his subconscious is obviously, that's when he woke up, is when she showed up. So I thought that was pretty cool how they shot that. Like the quick, he's talking to his mom and then all of a sudden the wife shows up and then it goes to this wide and he's gone. He's not even there anymore with her, just leaving the wife there.
Yeah.
And that was obviously when he woke up from the dream.
Yeah, the visual storytelling of it. Yeah. Then back to, I don't know, reality. Like the next thing I have in here is the people being not old enough. And the women are all cagey and talking about them behind their back too.
Yeah.
Saying somebody's not old enough.
Well, there's just, so many people coming up to him and,
But they take a little break. Mario and Gloria, don't they? Have a little dance?
They do have a little dance.
What did that remind you of? I don't know if you would have seen it actually. It was called Pulp Fiction.
Oh man. I got a Pulp Fiction reference too, but not that one.
The dance was exactly the same.
Was it? I didn't pick up on that at all.
Between her, she even doing the...
Wow.
And the hand thing. There's a really iconic hand over the shoulder as she walks off.
Missed it.
The twisting.
Wow.
Holy. I mean, there's a lot going on in this movie, but...
We're going to have to take a short break. Wow, you were right, man. That was right out of Pulp Fiction. I can't believe I passed over that.
Yeah. Now, do you know the difference between Marxism and communism?
No, I don't. I didn't study any of Karl Marx. But what did he write? The Big Game?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was him or O'Brien. I don't know.
Either way. If I see one of their limos, I'm jumping in.
Yeah, everything's zapping about. Like, there's everything's covered. People going nuts about, fussing about expenses, how much things cost at this big party. The thing with the magician waving the thing in the frame.
Yeah. Which is just like...
You remember that shot from somewhere?
No.
Seeing that...
and it was Catholicism versus Marxism.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't remember what it was with Marxism. I knew it was some kind of C.
Because communism is Marxism.
Yeah, but it's a different type of... Like, communism and Marxism, I think, is a little bit different.
Okay.
But they're
which one's closer to Catholicism?
But they're both like socialist societies thing.
Which is closer to Catholicism?
Capitalism?
Catholicism.
Well, they're not religions. They're
but that's what they were comparing it to.
Oh, they were. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They made a point. Yeah, they got religion, politics.
Yeah. He's just wondering how the girl's asparagus taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's a player, man.
Stinky pea. So yeah, this magician's here, right? The maestro. You know what I'm talking about? Magician? The entertaining this party that's on the go.
Yeah, but he was just Frankenstein's monster. Because he wasn't the magician at all. It was the lady in the blindfold that was doing everything.
Yeah. How did she know? But he's good, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a showman.
Yeah. He
a little bit like the guy from Brazil he kind of looked like. I wonder if anyone watched this in the theaters and when his face popped up.
Yeah. And there was an interesting thing. I think this kind of like ties into things a little bit, but the asa nisi masa. Like a nonsense word.
Yeah.
That like he goes back to his childhood.
Yeah.
Thinking about this. Or at least thinking about making a movie about his childhood.
Yeah.
Or using that in his movie.
Yeah.
I guess it's stupid to think that's totally clear.
Yeah. And flashback time, yeah. See his grandmother.
I have her down as old maid.
Grumpy grandmother. bitching to the kids about their grandfather. Now she could have got with someone more attractive.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a gang of kids. I didn't know if this was an orphanage he was in now. Because of the parents thing.
Yeah.
But maybe it was the grandmother. Maybe I didn't read that part as fast.
Yeah.
You know, I was looking all around at stuff here. There's kids being bathed in a giant barrel.
Yeah, they making wine in there?
Is there any more in that flashback that you thought was noteworthy? I might not have been able to put it all down what I wanted to talk about. I thought that barrel thing was pretty interesting.
This guy kind of grew up like Bane in the League of Shadows. And like people were even above the barrel looking down at them, and they're doing this kind of, you know, they're being put into barrels that doesn't seem like they can really get out of, getting dunked and stuff. But, you know, so they do get tucked in by the mum, who, you know, I thought these were maids too.
Yeah, he was getting kind of preferential treatment. At first, he's in the bed on his own.
Yeah.
Seems like he's not well behaved, but then he settles right down.
Yeah. He gets a little extra love from one of the maids, which makes me think it's probably Mama. And, you know, I don't know if this is because of, like, all the marriage talk throughout. Like, everyone's married and sleeping with other people and divorcing and getting engaged. I don't know if this is like a little talk about, you know, the difference in between a woman that's well taken care of and a woman that's not well taken care of. Like the grandmother's so grouchy and bitching about the husband, but the mother seems so nurturing. And you already got like the vibe that the dad is an alright dude and that they're together. So I don't know. I was reading into that. I don't know if I'm hitting.
Well, that's not bad because really after that he's talking to his wife.
Yeah.
So, if anything's going to bleed into that, it might as well be that.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like you could be on to something.
That might be.
But who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, he has a long... He's saying to his wife he's not having no fun. A little bit of a fib.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems to be having a good time.
Yeah.
Tries to reverse psychology her a little bit.
Yeah.
Little opposite.
Yeah, he's a swindler.
Yeah. Oh no, come down. Come down soon. Come down whenever you want.
You don't think he wanted to come down? Wanted her to come down?
No. She's like, she's the Susan of this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but I'll talk about her more when she arrives on set.
And then, get out of here, snail. Got to throw the salt at this one. Keeps asking about the, tell me about my role.
Oh my god.
Come on, talk to me.
Yeah.
This guy can't come up with a good enough excuse to get away from her.
Oh my god, you're right. And then he's like meeting other girls.
He's getting eyes for Mezabota's girl.
Yep.
Licking her fucking pinky.
Was he the one fussing about expenses? I know he came out of nowhere at some point. I didn't really put it in my notes.
Yeah, you do see like the multiple different types of producers. This guy's clearly the money guy. He's the executive producer.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of looks like the mob boss in American Pop, mixed with Fat Tony a little bit.
He's a little cliche looking.
Yeah, very cliche. Yeah, Italian mob boss. Probably some dirty money getting laundered through this film or something.
Hey.
He's got... Probably the funniest character in the whole film is his girlfriend or wife or whatever. That she's always getting silenced, and she's like, "Take me to the pool," like always stuff like that. Are you gonna buy me a present? Is like the only thing she gets out, and the rest of it, like every time she goes to talk, she gets shushed.
And that's at the magician party.
Yeah.
And that magician is good. He's pulling words out of the hat, right? You said it was his wife. Anyway, all I wanted to say was we didn't touch that Gloria was just repulsed.
She's tripping.
Yeah.
It's the 60s.
Yeah, this magic is too much.
Yeah. She's on the Lucy.
Yeah.
She doesn't want anyone in her head.
Oh, yeah. And that Asanisi Masa.
Or do you think it was like, the person would be like, he doesn't love Mezabota. Kind of thing. Didn't want to get in her thoughts because she might get in trouble.
Yeah. Or
she just tripping.
Yeah. He knows what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He's actually very honest about the whole situation of, I know she's with me for the money. But young people have money too.
Yeah.
There must be a little something that's keeping her with me.
Matter of time.
And he's really talking about all of it. The wife knows, doesn't like her for some reason.
No. She likes her, though. Yeah. Gloria thinks she's a cool cat.
Yeah. And how he met Gloria is that she used to go to school with his daughter.
Yeah.
And
it's a sore spot, though.
Yeah, and he claims him to be a bit of an ass man.
'Tis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the producers that is saying, like, this Claudia character, which you don't know that you've already seen.
Yeah, she's not on your radar at all.
Yeah, she's a bit of a Cleopatra.
But interestingly enough, you know who plays her?
Once Upon a Time in the West, baby.
Yeah, one of the few familiar faces.
Yeah, the only one.
Like, even the main people been in the Dolce Late... Fuck me. You know what I'm talking about? Another Fellini flick. Vita. Dolce Vita.
No.
Anyway.
But his wife does play Lola.
Yeah.
In Lola.
Yeah. Which...
I've never
Who
seen.
the fuck knows?
But she was a call girl, I'm pretty sure.
No, well...
But did you know there's a movie called Twice Upon a Time in the West?
Seth MacFarlane make it?
No. And it's actually like... It's actually... Yeah, like a story of this, up-and-coming gangster and fake cowboy and runaway girl. But then the actress that was in Once Upon a Time in the West plays herself in this one. It's like somewhat a parody, but has like a totally different story in it. And
Deus mio.
It's it was interesting. I might have to watch a trailer for it or something.
Yeah, if you get around to that year.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, familiar face. I wanted to ask you if you picked up on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But a producer is saying that she's a big draw, and she has a couple other productions that she's in on.
Yeah.
So you're gonna lose the space to really get her in here.
Yeah, with your
if you don't
dicking
act
around
fast.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
Asa nisi masa.
I'm surprised that he wanted... I thought he did want his wife there.
He did not.
He's reverse psychology. Like, why would you want another person running around asking you questions, especially the wife?
Mm-hmm.
And
especially when
you're the biggest no-no.
Yeah, meeting girls left and right here.
So long, you madman.
Yeah. It's a good line.
Madman.
Yeah, fuck yeah. 'Tis the year.
Yeah.
But how'd you like the setup of these other girls in the hotel room? There's one girl in the bed. She gives the nudgeroonie, another one pops out.
Yeah, so this is when you see like there's shit happening with this production. You meet the set designers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all going to town. You see the wardrobe lady working on some kind of gown.
Yeah.
And you meet a location scout who has a bit of a frown. Because there's no address. Where the fuck is this location? How am I supposed to know what this picture is? It's just like a random sunset kind of thing.
Yeah. Track this down.
Yeah. But then you meet someone who's just happy as a clown. I don't even know what he was doing, but he's like, yeah, I got my nieces here.
Yeah.
Opens this door and some, fuck me and fuck you are laying in bed.
Yeah. And they're joking around. They're like, yeah, you can't even make a love story, they say.
Yeah.
She's right.
Yeah, she is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that. So I'm wondering, what's this guy's filmography looking like? Why is everyone in disbelief? Did he already have a film, but it sucked?
Well, we'll get to that. I can explain that.
Okay. Or is it just, they're getting that through the grapevine of how this one's kind of fallen by the wayside?
I'll tell you all about it.
That wink told me everything.
You can keep it under your hat.
You're saying nothing, but you're telling me everything.
Yeah.
True romance.
Sicilians.
Yeah. Anyways, walking on.
So, we leave this hotel room, and we run into a new gentleman.
Yeah, another producer.
And he is happy, excited.
He is not happy nor excited. He was the exact opposite of both.
Can this guy get any sleep?
Sad and anxious in this hallway scene. And this is obviously like the producer he's done a couple projects with. Like, I don't know if that executive producer has just been on this, but
Takes an army.
Ocho Cinco there. He, he's been around. They know each other. They're both worried about each other. Both of them have changed.
Yes.
They don't have the same, heart into it anymore.
Guido has changed. He keeps poking him with that stick.
It's almost like these
till it
two,
hurts.
This guy seems to know Guido the most when it comes to this side of him. Mm-hmm. Obviously the wife gets one side of him, but Ocho Cinco here seems to have a pretty good grasp.
Yeah.
They have a companionship, not just business.
Yeah.
Only person that he shows like a little bit of love to that doesn't have 8 cups.
Fucks them all up. Throws them into this inspiration, imposter syndrome spiral.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if it's like even around then or whatever, but that was another Claudia thing. When he's like rolling around, he does like...
Okay, yeah.
Is this where we're at?
Is that Claudia?
In the bed pictures?
It's a flashback or something?
He does like, where he does his
somersault.
Yeah, it's a tight somersault.
Yeah.
Onto a bed of photos.
Yeah.
And he's staring right into it. And,
they yada over the best part.
Yeah, something vague, exactly, is there.
And then, I want to stay. I want to keep order. Or what did she say? I want to bring order. And I was thinking this was Carla at one point. And then it cuts to Carla. Got a bit of a fever.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he gets the call. And I didn't pick up on this right away, but I had to go back for a second. But I thought he went right away. And
Stop for some juji fruit.
He certainly did. Stop for some Z's.
Yeah.
Just goes to sleep.
Got an F
and shows up at 4 p.m. the next day.
Love making makes you tired. You forgot the peas, too.
Oh, my God.
Forgot the peas.
Yeah. And, like, she's so happy-go-lucky. It's the first time she's puked in 14 years, you can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, broke her record.
Yeah. But she is, like... She's going into, she made up her will. Like, she thinks she's dying.
Yeah. Yeah, she's one. Yeah. Yeah, I got a brother and a sister. They can have my stuff.
Yeah.
But what about Esculp? Is the baby still there? Little sweet bun? Get toasted or what?
I don't know. That was like not even anything that I had thought about.
Quite the handle, isn't it? Esculp.
You know,
they name him that as a reminder that she should have swallowed.
Like I was thrown completely off the scent, if that's the case, because there was this one scene with the saying about the old people, and one person says, "I saw her thing, and she's only 52," and I was like. Is that Carla? I can't distinguish their age. Like she's kind of got that like look of an old person trying to look young.
Yeah.
But I was IMDb and some of these people, and they're still like alive today, like at 90 plus, I guess, or pretty close.
Crazy.
But not Guido, unfortunately.
Funny, 80 isn't old enough when it comes to men, and 26 is too old when it comes to women.
Yeah. I know we got Blue there talking about poor Carla almost dying of this fever. But goddamn, do we not get shaken up when we head into the rumba sequence?
So much diegetic music in this, eh?
Oh.
Every scene has a band in the background.
Yeah. Sounds expensive visually.
Yeah. But, one less guy you gotta hire. Don't gotta get a...
But what the hell all happens here with this rumba scene?
Let me tell you. Nothing. I got nothing.
It's like this is like almost like a cave woman. And like, are these
No, not yet. I know what you're getting into. That's coming up. Okay, so then it cuts to it's scene for scene, all these little relationships of adultery that he has. And then it goes right into him talking to a couple, white collars.
Are you talking about in the spa baths?
In the priests. No, he's having a walk around. We didn't get to that yet. But he's having the walk around with a priest or someone of the nature.
Yeah, cardinal.
Yeah. It's before the main guy that he has to meet in the spa.
Right.
But they're having this dialogue.
I did skip over that, but there is some interesting stuff to be gleaned from this guy who does nothing but embark wisdom this entire scene.
But I like how,
skipped him.
Film mixes, sacred and profane so casually when it comes to love.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And, it's the responsibility of a filmmaker.
Oh.
Because you can educate or corrupt someone so easily.
Yeah.
This is all true facts. And it's coming to you from... It's keeping that parallel with religion all the way through. Which, keeps going onward.
Politikia as well. Commendatore. What?
Yeah, because then you meet the other guy.
But then...
And he's sitting down and he's listening to the birds. And you can hear them mourning. He's talking about how when a bird dies, these certain birds actually go and they mourn the death.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call them the bye-bye birdies.
No, I think those morning birds just come out in the AM.
No, not morning birds, but
they go for the cheap breakfast.
They actually have a funeral.
Oh, yeah.
Even these birds have their own religion, is what they're trying to say. They do these traditions that the Catholics like to do.
Festivus for the rest of us, isn't it?
Yeah. But the bye-bye birds.
Yeah.
And then once again, he thinks that he sees his wife or Claudia or whoever. He keeps seeing these... Maybe his mum.
His muses.
And this time you don't see the person switch, but you just know that he does the same pop of the glasses thing. Also seen in American Pop. That he had the same thing happen to him. But you don't even have to do it. It's just, you're already in the head.
Yeah.
Which is smart. Don't even got to do it the second time. Let the audience do it in their head the second time.
Right-o.
Yeah, and so this is what you were saying. The
Ramba?
These flashbacks have these crazy locations.
But it's not a flashback, maybe?
It is kind of the caveman. Oh, yeah, it's young Guido.
You think he was around with, cave people?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is, 1900s Italy like? That's pretty fucking primal.
Yeah. That was a primal lass. Ooh. That's for sure. Drew Carey's brother came out.
Yeah.
And, for a little bit of scratch, she'll give you a little bit of sniff. Yeah, because he's also talking to the, men of the cloth. These rabbis or what have you. He's talking about the main character of his film and how he is really contemplating his faith.
Yes.
And, I think it's through, everything that we've already taken in about the character that that he's drawing on some self-reflection in this film. Or maybe this is kind of maybe this is when you really know, because it's this scene of him talking about this, and then it cuts right into the cave woman.
Yes.
Toss her a couple euros and she'll put on a little show.
The Rumba show. Yeah. She's the kind of the Groot of this movie. Yeah. Rumba is all she do.
Yeah. quite the tease.
To the kids?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't go 8.5. You got to go a full 10, don't you?
Not sure how to interpret that. Syntax error.
But, yeah, they get caught. Couple men of the cloth come chasing young Guido on the beach.
And we don't even know if this could be just inspiration for the upcoming...
Oh, it's young Guido.
It's
the same mother.
I just want to put something at odds here. We don't know whose mom is whose actress is. Good. Good. This is a sizzling frying pan here.
Yeah. When they show up, Guido's the one that's, eye to eye with her.
You could say it.
It's nips
cave
to eye.
woman.
Nips to eye.
But nips are different when it's like cave woman kind of.
Oh yeah, how so?
I don't know. She looks like the Heckle and Jekyll Hyde version of Tweety Bird. Like
yeah.
It's not
looks like an Olga or something.
Yeah, it's not like a high school teacher kind of.
No, this is the bottom of the trenches.
I'm trying to figure out how to broach this nicely. She's homely. That's the educated way of describing.
Yeah, you didn't think Drew Carey's brother was a handsome man?
Yeah, depends on his sign. Get it?
What, you think he's a clown?
That's a Zodiac reference. Finchy boy. Finchy boy.
I thought you were talking about John Wayne. The Duke.
The Duke. Yeah, he traveled overseas.
Yeah, so they take him back. And he's he's getting judged almost. Like he gets taken to this room. Oh,
yeah, but he heads to the spa. That's right.
No, but he's still in the flashback.
Oh,
the priests take him to where he's getting judged. There's like 4 people sitting down, being like, "Oh, so shameful."
Oh, right,
so awful. And then you see his mom in the corner, which I don't know if she was actually in the room or that's just how his memory was working. This dream sequence was like, got to put the mom there. I remember what she felt like too. And you already know she died, and it's like, did he blame this situation for her death? Like, how deep does this go? But, he gets slapped in the head. He has to wear the dunce cap.
Yeah, it is a dunce cap, right? It says something else on it, but I'm pretty sure I was meant to interpret that as the dunce cap, which is rare to see.
Paper on his back, the Vergana, which is like a shame. I'm pretty sure it's the word of shame.
I guess it would be.
Vergana. Translated. Am I right? Fact check it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I did mean to look it up.
But yeah, it was funny how already this
Sofia Vergara just got divorced. I just wanted to say that because I used it in a tag in the last video because it was a happening thing and I was testing the SEO.
All right, keep them updated.
And it didn't produce additional views.
No?
So
fuck.
That tagging system doesn't work. But Vergana, right?
Yeah.
Vergana.
Yeah.
Is summer.
No.
Dry season.
Look for, is it Italian?
Spanish.
No, you're spelling it wrong then.
I
thought I had it written down, but I don't. But it was like a word of shame.
Yeah, there was actually.
But he sees a dead body too. That's what it goes from his mother saying how ashamed she was to an open casket. So I didn't know if that was his mom.
Don't know, bro. But I know what you're talking about.
But then he goes to the whole confessional booth and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of all over the place. And this movie already like has so much movement and it's so wispy that everything kind of seems dreamlike.
Yeah.
But they really do make these dream sequences stand out.
It's the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
People just kind of pop out of the woodwork and stuff like that. Like very much. Yeah, I can see that. That's funny. That was a good comparison. Actually.
The Matrix before the Matrix here.
Yeah. Man, the Matrix has got brought up in the past like 5 episodes, I swear.
All right.
But yeah, it doesn't matter how much trouble Guido got in when she danced with the devil baby. And isn't that funny? Like the homely girl. Like there's so many women in this film, and the one that's not, fundamentally attractive is called the devil.
Fundamentally. That's like saying like at a core level.
Yeah.
Man, that's
am I wrong or am I right?
Yeah, but I bet once she takes off all that makeup, she's a fox, right?
Yeah. She's no Jacqueline.
Benefit of the doubt.
She's no Jacqueline.
She didn't join for the spa day.
This is spa day.
But he's getting shit from that dude. The other guy who's like pretty well close to him. The balding, the Brazil guy maybe. Damier. Anyway, this guy starts giving him the biz every time he sees him. So I think that kind of provokes his spa day.
Is it? Oh, it's the writer?
Is he the writer?
Yeah.
It might be,
Yeah, it's the guy that was the first guy you meet.
Yeah, if he's not smoking, he's pushing up his glasses.
Yeah, reading a newspaper.
Yeah. And, what's her name? Rosella or whatever, overseer, gets in the mix. She might have already been in the mix, but she's definitely in the mix there.
I thought that she came with the wife.
Oh, yeah, the wife gets there, too, for a visit.
But this is, spa day first.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of stuff that happens in the spa day. Why are you trying to skip over that and talk about all the other crap I said there?
Because it hasn't got to it yet.
All right, I was just dozing off a little.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe this is kind of like...
No,
it's spa day.
Yeah, he's...
The spa kind of looks like...
it started out like a normal day.
Yeah, it's almost like a lack of concentration camp.
I don't know how that's going to come out, but I agree.
Sit here, get some inhalation, would you? Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Creepy voice over the speakers, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Almost like, not relaxing. Listen to that guy talk.
The whole experience is not relaxing, is it?
And, I was wondering when the fuck this spaceship comes into play. Everyone talking about a spaceship.
I know, right at the beginning he's talking about science fiction.
Yeah, is this the movie that Jerry woke up to in the middle of the night?
The note?
Yeah.
The dribble down?
Yeah. The squibble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he gets called to talk to, the high priest.
That's like everyone's nightmare when they describe it. Oh, yeah, I was in high school and I got called down to see the high priest.
Yeah. And
I was naked.
And they're really talking about how, don't worry, religion's going to save this film for you.
Yeah, no problem.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Put your faith in it.
Yeah.
If you build it, they will come.
Sin. Like, what kind of message are they trying to get across here?
It's nonsense.
But But no, he is being a little sneaky with these guys too, because this is when they ask, do you have kids? And he goes, yes.
Cheeky bastard.
I mean no. Yeah.
said Boston.
What do you think of that?
I think it goes a long way to support your theories.
I've never said that yet. Have you ever, if someone asked you if you had kids, do you think you'd ever say yes, I mean no? Unless you had a little S-gulp.
How about if I'm to foil back with my little epi here? You know, fencing joke. I would say that it didn't have a script and they talked gibberish and they just wrote that in after.
Hey.
The old Spirited Away treatment.
Can't knock that. Yeah. And then he goes to
No face.
And then the what's his name? The Eminence.
Eminence.
And then the Eminence gets a sponge bath.
Yeah.
Behind a sheet. And
no sheet.
No one will find salvation.
Sounds like all the stuff with the religion is the fun part of the movie.
No one will find salvation outside of the church gets repeated quite a few times in that scene.
Oh, too many times. Yeah. Took a minute and a half off my life.
This would have been 2 hours and 18 minutes if it wasn't for that scene. They give a City of God shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by City of the Devil.
Oh.
I wonder if that's like a really nice place. Like nice. City of God is like gang warfare, drugs and stuff. City of Devil is pretty nice.
What about the City of Ember?
Hot.
Greenland's covered in ice.
Weird. Iceland's covered in green?
No. It's covered in people fearful of Thor.
Then you see Ford, baby. Big Ford sign. Think
what?
You know, Ford.
You spotted the product placement?
Yeah. An American company too. Must have just got into European market.
Oh my god. People took Beamers from all across the country to look.
Also, you see
Italy. I use Beamers. I couldn't have just chosen an Italian company.
Yeah.
Fiat, Romeo, probably.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. Ferraducci.
Also, Coca-Cola in the background.
Oh, well. The cock makes it everywhere.
There's probably Italian product placement in their movie everywhere, and we just can't pick it out.
Yeah, like when he put spaghetti in all the girls, if you know what I'm saying.
I thought there would have been more Dantes in this. When my mom went to Italy, she said Dante's everywhere. Like everything's called Dante. Because he was basically the William Shakespeare of Italy.
It'd be funny if it was just like...
A lot of these words were invented by Dante. He was the godfather of the Italian language.
But what if it was everywhere because it was just like don't? You know, like Dante Smoke.
No, it's just because this
Dante
guy...
and entree.
Yeah. Soft. It's always soft. Hard-boiled.
Ooh. Hard-boiled.
All these extras just seem so robotic.
Mm.
You know, it's clearly not just having people just walk around. They've been directed to be super stiff, I imagine.
Yeah, if you accidentally slip in there, you might find out if one of them are real, but that's the only way.
Yeah. I found... Okay, so you finally meet the wife here. And she reminded me a lot of Uma Thurman. Almost like a 60s Mia Wallace.
Oh, incubating this.
Is there a movie where Uma Thurman has short hair like that and wears glasses? I feel like there is, and I can't think of it. Like, what's she look like in House That Jack Built? What's her hair like in that?
I think it's long.
Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't say that.
Sorry.
But yeah, Louisa.
Yeah.
She's here.
Terry Hatcher's sitting on this egg. But yeah, Rosalia, she's the overlooker. I think that's her words. I don't know if I would have put that in there.
Yeah.
And yeah, the wife comes to visit, and yeah, I don't know what happens until Christmas.
Yeah, she's super happy to be there for a very short amount of time.
He's like...
gets all prune-faced real quick.
He's like... is it because he's overlooking her being there and just still getting all wrapped up in crew activities? She just feels pretty ignored. And like...
I'm not sure. I feel like she found out about Carla somehow.
Yeah, I guess she is really in the suspicious mood. And
did they already show Carla getting recasted?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on right in this moment.
She's always wearing the same thing, but is this her wardrobe too? Like, it was really confusing on why everyone's in Carla's clothes, and they kept going through a bunch of different women.
Well, he's writing about his real life,
yeah.
I guess. So we might both end up being right, and nothing's wrong that we say about the movie.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
And there's also those swingers that are dancing by them. Like, oh, she's attractive, the woman says. And they're, I didn't see these two yet in the film. And now they're like in the background of every scene trying to get close to Louisa. There's like that guy that keeps offering her stuff. And then, yeah, she gets super pissed off. I'm pretty sure she finds out about Carla. Like, finds out that Carla is in the production or something. Because it kind of leads up to later on.
Yeah, this whole part... This is... leading up to this thing. Because this is actually... this will take a little bit to get through this part. But Christmas is right before this.
Yeah.
This starts with a Christmas thing. And... it's like all happy and going through, right? And then you notice things get a little bit weird as there's this beautiful shot. And I find like it drew my eye so much, but it was a tub shot. He was down in the water, but you were seeing it in like the top, that right quadrant of it, and that was like the only spot with him, right?
Yeah.
But then it just all of a sudden, like, he's getting carried off by women, and you start noticing the rules are rules, right? The iconic music is playing again here. Maybe the Ride of the Valkyries. You know what I'm talking about?
No. I do. But first, we finally get to see this rocket that everyone's talking about.
Okay, so you're probably right. What the hell are you talking about?
Louisa doesn't get in the back of the car when they're all driving off. She makes a point to get in the front, wants some distance. Even though she came all the way here, she's already at a distance with Guido. And then everyone's on their way to see this big spaceship being built. Already 23 feet high. And they have like the weird spacey music playing. I don't know if it's for effect on the set. And they're saying that they're waiting for them to hit $80 million that they spent on this structure. But all it is cement, and they have this model that they're going to superimpose onto it to make it look like it's a rocket ship. So this is when you really see how elaborate this production really is. You know, they're talking about 400 tons of concrete, They're throwing around the $80 million or euros,
lira, liars.
Is that a lot? What's the conversion?
Plus inflation?
Yeah, 1960.
Jesus. Hell, I have no idea.
It really goes to show how many people are relying on him. Everything else is in full force, kind of moving forward without him while he seems to be plateauing, parallel plateau on every side of his life with his wife and with the film, and it's all just getting to him.
Yeah, this thing's got everything. These are like monoliths.
Yeah. Nice pull.
Yeah, well,
we're not there yet.
Stanley, you mentioned him, a little bit of a lifter, little léger de main, huh?
He hasn't even came up with that yet.
Yeah, not a glimmer in his eye.
This is butterfly effect shit. This is where he got it from.
Fucking. But yeah, I was mostly focused on his relationship with his wife at this point, seeing just the way that they were really cooled down on one another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't seem like it's got that much steam to really pull out of the station.
Yeah. Which it seemed great at the start, which was really weird, but
oh yeah,
really cooled off. And Rosella.
Yeah, I think her best friend, has a bit of a raven's eye into what's going on as well. Yeah. Like together, Sherlock and Watson here.
Yeah. But as far as best friends go, she's pretty good when talking to Guido.
Yeah.
It's not like, you stay away from her or anything like that. She's really kind of playing both sides.
Yeah.
For the better.
She's not rocking the boat as much as
maybe she does want them to get back together.
Sure. And then it has Christmas in it. Amongst all this.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the progression. I guess time is really passing.
Yeah.
Because it has the holiday there.
Yeah.
Just to give it that beat.
Yeah.
It looks like a fun little Christmas. It's brief, right?
Yeah.
Because soon as that happens, it's got to be daydreaming, right? There's this shot of him in the tub, where in the top quadrant, it's just him there. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, right, those bunches of women start coming out of the woodwork, don't?
And then, it goes into, they're staying in the same room, but I think they're in different beds. And
that's the 60s, baby. 2 doubles.
Yeah.
Right.
But, there's a very small window where you could try to sneak an argument in right quick. And he says, "I'm sleepy and tired." I don't know if that's just like a translation thing. I found that pretty funny.
That is good.
And then it cuts to them having some craft lunch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And look who's back.
Fuel.
The feverless Carla.
Yeah.
Back in town.
Back in good condition.
Yeah. Did you notice that she's always wearing the same clothes? Like, does she have a closet full of this?
Is that why he's been following her home?
Or is it always the same dress? It's like she's a superhero or something.
Stay in my motel. Yeah. I can stay here all night. Yeah. Just change.
She's got 5 suitcases of the same dress.
Do you always wear the same clothes?
Yeah, she's even worried about it, like, close to her deathbed. She's wondering about all her gowns. So you see Guido puts the newspaper up, trying to pretend to not see her. Doesn't want Carla to see him. Ruin this little bit of one-on-one he's having with his wife.
Yeah.
One-on-one, because I think Rosala's there.
I don't know if you remember this, but hey, Wayne.
She's like really, it's almost like she knows that he's there because she's making a spectacle of herself as she's trying to go and find a seat. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if the wife knows about the little bambino or...
She's hella suspicious.
Yeah. She knows Carla is... She knows about Carla, for sure.
Yeah.
Calls her a whore cow.
Yeah. Vashi, or however the fuck they say.
She says it a little different.
Yeah, well, Vash is French.
Yeah.
And, like, it was kind of weird. Like, some of this stuff sounded so close to French that it was difficult to tell it was Italian.
Yeah. They talk English all of a sudden sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Kind of looks like an Aries, don't you think?
Aries. Interesting.
Yeah, they're trying to guess her zodiac sign as she's over there singing.
Yeah.
Really making a spectacle of herself.
Yeah. That's Drew Carey's brother.
And,
or whatever.
You know, she's basically seems like she's going to go over there and punch her.
Yeah.
And then, you know, somehow he writes the scene a little differently.
Oh.
She goes over and picks her up and says, "Hey, love your outfit. Let's go for a little bit of a walk."
Yeah.
60s, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little PYLOG. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. 60s, baby.
It's polyamorous ways.
Yeah, there we go. And bam. Every single woman that's ever been in his life is now in one room.
Yeah. The men, all the other men get to take the day off.
Quite. And even some various varieties of women.
Oh, yes.
All types.
Rules are rules are rules.
Yeah, but there's an age thing. Age bracket.
Oh, of course.
Where there's tiers.
There always is.
You know, levels.
Hmm.
And, you know, 26, you're upstairs. You're old.
Yeah. And one of the rules is calling the next day is optional.
Yeah. Then you meet Jacqueline. I don't know if she's a bombshell or a fox. But
check that fluffy tail.
She's really fighting for the right to party. You know, I got nice bosoms and a nice bottom, she says.
Yeah.
You know, which she does.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
I'm on Team Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
She gives a little show.
You're on the Team Jackie.
Yeah.
Wait till we're done the cast.
It's my round this time.
Incontestable.
Phyllis's one hand must be tired and sleepy. Gonna need a tranquilizer.
Yeah. Let's get back to the ride of the Valkyries.
You know, Jacqueline is 26 and was born in 1938. It is the future, baby. We're in 1964 right now.
Have you completely lost your pearls?
No. But if I have, I can turn around, bend over, and pick them up.
Yeah, a couple times. You can waste a couple minutes as you ponder what David Lynch would have done with this scene, right?
Yeah. Then she does go upstairs, because in heaven, everything is fine, right?
That's right.
We're on the same level?
Yeah, you throw a couple of acorns in those cheeks, and you know, you're halfway there.
You're picking up the pearls I'm laying down?
Yeah.
Then they all start to revolt. Maybe this doesn't work.
No?
He's got to turn into Italia Jones just to fight them off.
Yeah, this is 70 years before damn Sister Wives came out.
But this is the Orgasmo whip. Just every time he whips it, oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that whip has enough tails for how many women are there.
Yeah. And then I don't know about Louisa, if
give her the spotlight for a second.
The mother a little bit.
Oh,
I'm glad you mentioned that. But she's like reverted into one of the maidens that you see in his earlier flashbacks.
Old maid.
Everything. He's such a great guy. Oh, you fucked this up, Mohit. Nothing. Getting back on track.
Choo choo.
So she is like, yeah, he's a great guy. He is doing nothing wrong. I'm just gonna wash this cobblestone floor. And it's really dim, this shot.
Yeah.
But then when she gets down on her hands and knees, the spotlight, it doesn't sharp, turn on, but kind of fades in. And it did hang on it for quite a bit.
Well, if you have 15,000 people kicking around, surely one of them can turn up a light.
Yeah. It was pretty photogenic of a shot.
Yeah, it's a master shot, for sure. Yeah. And it hangs on it for long enough for you to almost view it as the most important shot in the movie and have it as the only screenshot in your whole notes.
It's true. I could see that.
Yeah.
And then,
fireplace on one side. Any more specifics you need?
What do you look at there? And then I wish you could understand.
Yeah. It's confusing. Women are nesters. Terry Hatchers, I call them.
Yeah. Men are hunters.
Mm-hmm.
I just, why don't you understand, Louisa? So he's saying, baby, you just got to let it play.
Yeah.
And everything will be good.
Then he has his table speech.
You got to let something else play. Okay, so table speech. What's that about?
I got no idea, but I know there's a few iconic lines. I don't think you got them either, do you?
No, I wish I did.
A little left to be revealed, but there's
a gem in there. There was a gem.
There's a mansplain. There's something.
Yeah.
He's really giving them the X-Acto knife on life.
Yeah, it seems to be like a king's speech at a brothel or something like that.
Very much so, yeah. King Mac.
Yeah. And then when she doesn't understand, maybe she'll understand when she sees these test shots.
Yeah, why don't you come down, hang out for the day, check this shit out.
A rather empty theater.
Yeah, it's just the two of them talking right off the hop.
Him and Ryder.
Yeah.
And, this is where the lines start getting blurred between fact and fiction. Because two ushers, I guess you'd say, brought over this black rag to put on his face.
I don't know. Was that not velvet?
Maybe. Hard to tell.
I guess.
But was that a thing? Putting velvet on someone before you put a noose around their necky?
Yeah, I don't know. If you had an old crown bag.
I don't know if this writer's getting fired or getting hired. Am I right?
Yeah. Climbing that company ladder, all right.
No, he's just there. Reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
Never happened.
No.
Tony there, Fat Tony. He takes it upon himself.
Sorry, what rank is he?
He's a high-ranking member of an organized, something like the Yakuza.
Oh.
Yakuza.
Commendatore.
Takes it upon himself to... is that not what you... Is that what you wrote me into, or you're just trying to get me to say the name wrong?
Oh, we want to do the Canuccio?
Oh, Ocho Cinco. No, what was I calling him? The Commendatore or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I went up to there.
Okay, Mario.
Okie dokie. Executive producers usually get up and give the speech before you watch the test screens, am I right?
Money, 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 money.
He's really taking over where he's like, what do you think? Asking opinions.
Yeah.
He wants everyone's opinion but his wife.
Quick to give it fast, too, back. He's like, I think it might be the best movie I ever saw, isn't it?
Wants to hear everyone's opinion but his girlfriend there.
Yeah, little.
Yeah, keep licking that ice cream, girl. That's not a microphone.
Yeah.
And then, we start seeing... test screens of the Carla character, the
swell your chest,
Gretchen character.
And then...
And was I a bit deflated?
Yeah. Louise is still there.
Yeah. And this blonde comes up, puts on a familiar pair of frames.
And she looks kind of like a cranky little Tina Belcher or something in that moment. That's what I kind of evoked in me. But yeah, she's just cast on screen, reciting some of the lines you might even heard earlier in this thing. And
I feel like Louise is getting writing credits on this.
Oh yeah, special thanks. Repulsed.
Yeah.
She's repulsed.
Lost the glasses.
Yeah, which actually made her look a little bit hotter, I think.
Whoa. It's because she's on the market.
Yeah.
She's officially on the market.
Officially.
But now...
Where'd you get those frames?
Obviously, she doesn't want to hear them. She doesn't want to hear it either, so she leaves.
Yeah.
He chases after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they Fuck. You know, they
So
missed
what was
the
that
death
like?
blow. They missed the death blow.
Yeah. They did miss the death blow. But if there is ever a channel of hope, take the channel of love just to find out that she's like, just go off, make your stupid movie. Everyone loves you, but
Can't have your snack lunch and eat it too.
No, I think you suck.
Yeah. White knight
You
syndrome
suck.
calls him out. Says, yeah, you're lucky that I don't have this platform to air out laundry from my side of the clothesline.
That's right. So you're just gonna have to just go straight to down.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, boogie down.
Yeah.
Because when the threat of death looms in the air, the way that we break that tension, how we do it.
And even this Carla thing is just blowing my mind because, you know, she's wearing this in the scene too, and she's wearing it on the train. Like, is this wardrobe or like, what the hell's going on here? Okay, back on track. So he goes back into the theater after Rochelle leaves.
The rumba begins.
Yeah. And
it goes on for a while.
One of the lines that definitely came from Louisa was, yeah, to you lying is breathing.
That's true. You found all the sore spots.
Is this why he wanted her to come? He thought that this would actually help. It's like,
feel something.
He said it in the dream too. Like, why won't you understand? I wish you could just understand. So maybe this was his way of making her understand. But holy fuck, was he wrong?
He's the magic man.
Yeah. So another X for Guido here. And speaking of X's, who's that silhouette up there? I thought that might be Carla. But no, it's Cleopatra herself.
Ooh.
Claudia.
Yeah.
The real love of his life.
Yeah, but right before that, you start to see, speaking of channels, there's this whole, starting to get all these callbacks. You're starting to see the Hall of Fame of people that have been in the movie popping up in gang loads. The greatest hits.
The core
are about to play.
It's the elites.
Yeah. I didn't know what was going on when all of this started shaking in.
You don't see Snail fucking slithering about, or whatever they do, sliming about.
Indeed, Claudia and him finally see each other.
Right after Louisa says, maybe it's good that I came. We needed an ending. This is closure.
Yeah.
And now something else is about to open.
Yeah. They're excited to work together. He asks her right out. He's like, "Oh, you caring about anyone at the moment?" And you know who she might be caring for?
Who's that?
Him.
Ooh.
This dude's the man. Jesus Christ. Oh, they have a driving scene. I was thinking about that. Looked pretty economical. Right? Just a couple of people pushing on the trunk. All these tight shots, right? So it was pretty easy. Couple of people with a little bit of lights, just slashing them. Yeah. But speaking of slashes of lights, actually, that little bit of slash of light on the scene,
where she's lit and he's not.
He's got like a little.
He's only like backlit.
He's got like a Ziggy Stardust of light.
Okay. A
little bit of that makeup, but just.
Are they still moving at this point?
Oh yeah, they're in motion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this is his way of getting with these women, like he seduces them, because she, again, is like, when are you going to tell me about this character?
I know. And
I think it's like, come back to my hotel and you can learn about this character, you know what I mean?
Pre-Weinstein.
Yeah, fucking Guido here.
But he's spouting...
We're on the same level without me even thinking about
it. But he spews out something. He's like, no, she's... And he's like, it all feels like empty platitudes, although he is a little bit specific. And what's your main purpose?
Yeah. Would you throw everything away and your next thing, you devote everything to it?
Yeah. The holy water.
It's hard to tell. Again, lines are getting blurred of if he's even talking about the movie or if he's like, run away with me. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm finally done with my wife, I can pursue you.
Yeah.
And
they throw a little holy water on the situation. That's all he needs her to do, really.
Yeah. And they end up in like an alley. Mm-hmm. And they're still talking about the character, and then everyone just shows up.
Oh yeah. Just
hard to get any time alone.
Yeah, like the simulation, definitely pre-Matrix.
Yeah,
and just everybody showing up at the exact same time. Like there was a little bit of a thing with like a nurse uniform or. Does he say that she doesn't have a part in the film? Like, does he cop to that?
Because they had that really amazing shot that I thought you were bringing up. But when they parked, she was lit, but he wasn't. And it's just a backlight on him.
Yeah, I didn't.
And there's the whole thing about
He's, like, completely on lit.
What was the fucking thing? The amazing thing about this Claudia character... who, he's been looking at her the whole movie, he's been thinking about her.
Yeah.
This whole time.
If fantasizing is writing a part, he's been doing that.
Yeah. And, but at the same time not pursuing her because they were saying, like, time's running out.
Yeah.
But, so a cool thing about her is that she's such a trained actress that she's reading between the lines of not only the script but of him and like really telling him about himself. Yeah. Which he's kind of thrown off a little bit because she's just saying what she sees out of this. And I thought
the magician.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of shows, just how, big of a character that this Claudia, who only shows up now, is of this whole, the whole film. Mm. And it's such a great. There's so many parallels that every conversation to be had, like the religion thing, kind of died down a little bit at this point.
Yeah.
But everything is so parallel between his relationships and how the film is going.
Yeah. Going from religion straight to space. next.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
We've tried to bridge that gap in 68.
She calls him a phony.
That is pretty funny, though. Yeah, totally fucks him up. He was just bullshitting her.
And, so everyone shows up, drags him away. It's another, enough is enough kind of thing where they're just like, we got to go to the set. We got to do this. Mm-hmm. Fat Cat there's really being kind of pushy.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's getting hassled as shit by this point.
And then two guys are dragging him towards the rocket. He's like, I don't want to go. I don't. And he keeps turning around trying to run away.
Oh, my God, yes.
He's finally lost it.
Oh, yes. And this place is, it's getting pretty spacey. It's like looks kind of like scaffolding, but it's just like the exoskeleton or like the wire frame. But it really evokes space and scale. Yeah, this scene.
And there's like amusement parks happening around it.
Oh yeah, and how pertinent to right now is this? Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
Are you afraid of the atomic bomb?
Yeah. Do you think porn is real entertainment?
Yeah, is it an art form?
Yeah.
It's like
how do you compare a love film and a fuck film?
Yeah. Questions marks at the end of every subtitle line for like a full minute there. And then I would guess you would say deluge? Deluge?
Yeah, there's even a bizarro wedding where she's Louise is in the wedding dress saying that she's done with him.
Yeah. And the mafia dude is like, you quit this film and I'm going to kill you.
Hey.
It's called Low Life.
Yeah.
That might have been the first time in the movie that he's got that kind of comeuppance on him, Mr. Charmin there. And what does he do?
Yeah, he gets out of there like it's Puerto Rican Day.
Oh my God. He crawls under the bleachers like he's Fragile Frankie Merman there.
And, not before someone says, check your right pocket.
Yeah, a little more magic to be pulled out of this thing.
Yeah.
Another ace up this thing's sleeve.
And what do you think? The Great Escape here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Greatest Escape. And there you go. I reference every single trailer throughout this episode.
Yeah. Bye-bye, birdie, to that list. Look, I hit one again.
Yeah.
Drinking
I'll
from
hit
that
it yesterday,
well twice.
I'll hit it today, and I'll hit it tomorrow.
Yeah. Very triumphant. Now, take down everything. Yeah. This thing is done.
Yeah.
In the worst way. Canceled. Not canceled.
Brain's still intact.
Terminated.
Brain's still intact, it seems.
So, he's getting the it's done.
Yeah.
It's done guy. Kind of talk. Gave it a shot. It's done.
It's all done.
Yeah.
Everything's done.
They're kicking down parts of it already. Like, this place is done.
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 Hey, let's get the clowns with the trumpets rolling through.
Oh, yeah. He does, like, this...
little Guido in the background.
This almost plagiarized sounding letter to Louisa. Talking... Actually, how did you interpret this letter? You know what I'm talking about? He's talking about... Sounds like loving being away from her. And... just kind of wings back his wants her, and that he screwed his head back on okay here, and that it's you want to give it another go.
So do you think actually his head's screwed off?
He's, well, the magician's still running around playing circus with his whole band, as you were saying, you know.
Parents are there. That was kind of the clue of it all.
Yeah. That and the stairs thing. What an inordinate amount of people going up that staircase.
15,000. 15,000 of them. Worse than the traffic jam at the beginning.
Yeah, so what then? Now he's made it?
He's made it through. He's on the other side.
Yeah, this is kind of where I just didn't realize anything, if it was real or...
I kind of missed the... Shit. Because then he's having the final talk with the writer. And he's saying, the executive producer, all he lost was money. Yeah, if it's a bad film, he just loses money. If it's a bad film, your career's ruined.
Yeah.
So it's
how Altman felt the whole time.
It's good that you backed out of this. And I think what he was trying to say, and I wish that I paid closer attention or got to rewatch that actual scene, that dialogue between them.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, what do you want your legacy to be? It's probably good that you killed yourself now. You at least got a little bit of a legacy. You don't want to ruin that with a bad film.
Fuck yeah. I mean, go out with that like big dance parade. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That Hands Across America thing. Kind of like your wicked fence design.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
Yeah. I guess it hasn't been done the same way in 60 years.
I can see why it gets gets pretty high marks across the board, especially with the cinematography. There's so much movement in every shot.
Yeah.
And there's so much going on.
Beauty in the shots.
Man, there's so much going on that it really gets you in there.
How many days do you think it took to shoot this thing?
You feel the need to really pay attention to this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks you into it.
But was it faster because they didn't have to record all the dialogue? You can't flub a line in a Fellini film. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
But you could flub an emotion. And they have to show a lot of that to cover the fact that they're talking gibberish, I imagine.
Even when Carla's playing the harp there.
But despite being a hidden gem, is that what you said? Hidden gem? Was it hidden? I don't know what you said.
Obviously, it's not a hidden gem because it's held in such high regard, but it was a hidden gem to me. And,
it should be on every list.
I don't know if many of the Tiredeites have heard of this film.
Yeah, but don't you think it should be on every list?
It is on every list.
Like on the politics one, religion,
love,
horror, noir, mafia, rom-com, Christmas, science fiction,
dreams,
Barbies, Oppenheimer,
suicide, rockets.
Yeah. And I guess finally... Oh, actually, let's just wrap up so the very first scene, right? That was probably a good scene in his movie. Anyway, why 8.5?
That's, I think he was 85% done the film.
It's, his film is his 8.5 film that he made.
Oh, yeah? Nice. That would have been his 9th film.
And also, it's the name of the film in the movie.
Oh, yeah? Wow. I'm glad you picked that up. Must have missed that. No, that's cool.
I had to look it up.
No, I do like... No, I know. That's what I was saying. I know. You didn't have to give it away.
Yeah.
But I find that super interesting.
Yeah. It said by 63, Fellini had made, by his count, 7.5 films. Hence, 8.5 is like an opus number.
Yeah. Imagine if Once Upon a Time in Hollywood ended at Bruce Lee.
Probably like 40 minutes in. I'm not sure. That would be super disappointing.
What's halfway? When you Spawn Ranch?
With Spawn
First
Ranch?
foot shot?
Probably around when he's gonna do the spaghetti westerns. Or not gonna do them, actually. No, I don't know. If
that's pretty close to the end.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the end.
AI it or what? No, fuck that. Alan Iverson's probably busy.
Hold on. Let's ask an NAI. Nondescript NAI. I want to give them a shot to redeem themselves. We've been hard on them.
I bet this movie's in Phyllis's book there.
Oh. You want to take a look? A look-see?
No.
Come on.
Phil's been giving me the silent treatment all night.
Yeah. Let's see if there's even one last thing, one last lunch we can buy this thing if we sell our watch, you know what I mean?
Might have to get wheels on that chair, you shameless bastard.
What the hell was this thing called again?
10 pounds. Happiness consists of being able to tell the truth without hurting anyone. Look at that. Pretty sure that's one of the things that he said up at the table.
Yeah, I guess that might be true.
So bam.
Honesty is the best policy? Is that just a roundabout way of saying that?
At the start of the shoot, Fellini stuck a memo near his camera eyepiece that read, "Remember, this is a comic film."
This is a comic film? Where the fuck are the laughs?
Fuck. Can't even remember what I said the funniest part was, but after you rewatch 8.5, rewatch this episode, leave in the comments what I said the funniest part was.
How about this? I got a great little round off here. You're right. It's halfway.
All right, well, end there.
And cut. But the tense sequence at Spawn Ranch was the halfway point.
Nice.
And also
Here, Phyllis.
memorable. Here you go, madame.
Oh, don't kiss her fucking ass, would you? Give us the silent treatment all the fucking night.
Okay. So, gonna make a great escape by pointing out that one of the memorable moments, did I say moops? Fuck.
It's Moors!
That's what I thought. One of the...
Fucking misprint.
That's what I thought. Most memorable moments in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood comes around the half point where old Leo is inserted. 8.5 into the Great Escape, buddy.
63. Is that the... Yeah? Full circle?
Well, as complete as it can be. $364.5 degrees.
Yeah. This is like 2 circles connected.
Oh,
Plus a half. Plus a half.
I did days in a year, not a circle.
Yeah.
How's that for bad math? Yeah, so what are we checking out next week? Night and...
Yeah, you haven't told me yet. Maybe Phyllis should... No, she'll fucking pick English Patient 2 or something like that. Return of the fucking English Patient.